Welcome, one and all, in here, out there, all around the world to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Folks, I know things seem like they're spinning out of control right now, but I want to reassure you that everything is going to be okay. I want to, but I can't. Because I'm not that good of a liar, all right? By the way, great haircut. Sometimes bangs are too long. Yesterday, the Dow slipped on Trump's tariffs and fell down an elevator shaft. And today, it kept bonking its head on the way down, plunging more than 400 points. In the last 3 weeks in total, the stock market has lost $4 trillion in value. And experts now say the risk of a recession is 40%. And you can tell that even Fox News is taking that seriously because they're already lying about it.
It would be Biden's recession.
Oh, Maria. Maria, that excuse is getting harder and harder to make. You going in the bathroom? You may want to give it a minute. Joe Biden was in there about 8 weeks ago. Woo! And the Dow may not bounce back anytime soon because Trump's trade war with Canada keeps getting worse. Here's one of the problems. 85% of the electricity we import into the United States comes from Canada. And last night, in response to Trump's tariff threats, Ontario announced a 25% tax increase on electricity exports to the U.S. And that's a shame, because Canadian electricity is clean energy. It's powered by pure, natural beaver in a big wheel. Obviously, it's not. That's made up, obviously. Sometimes it's a moose. Obviously, Trump is not pleased with this, so this morning he posted this message based on Ontario, Canada, placing a 25% tariff on electricity coming into the United States. I'm going to stop you right there, okay? Why did he put quotes around electricity? Wow. They're taxing, no, folks, they're taxing the electricity that powers my phone that I use to talk to my beloved family. So now, he's threatening to take Canadian tariffs to 50% in response. And all this economic chaos has got to be a shock to MAGA voters, because during the whole campaign, every rally, Trump made this promise.
Starting on day one, we will end inflation and make America affordable again.
Yes, day one. Make America affordable again, or MAGA. And soon, that is the sound you'll make when you open your electric bill. So, now, the White House is scrambling to convince the American people the bad economic news is actually just part of the plan. One White House aide said, "It's hard to rip the Band-Aid off without getting some blood everywhere." You know things are on the right track when your explanation involves the phrase, blood everywhere. And I'm no doctor, and not to quibble, but if there's blood shooting out, maybe it's not time to rip the Band-Aid off. Maybe it's time to put on a second Band-Aid. Or, call me crazy, or maybe bring in somebody who knows how to fix the old blood hole, instead of trusting the guy with a hat that says, "Make America blood everywhere." Wow. Well, there is a silver lining on the implosion of the world economy. It's bad for Elon Musk, too. Yesterday, there you go. That's not great. That is not great for sales. Wow. Yesterday alone, Musk lost more than $16 billion. Come on. Wow. To put that in perspective, that's more than some people make in a year. For the losses yesterday, Musk blamed activists and Ukrainian hackers, then shrugged it all off with a Monty Python reference saying, "Always look on the bright side of life." Ha ha! Good one, Heinrich Giggler. I will I will respond with a Mighty Python quote of my own.
I fart in your general direction.
Your mother was a hamster? Here's the thing. This downturn didn't start just yesterday because Tesla stock has plummeted 50% since December. And there's a good reason for that. It's a phenomenon economists call everybody hates that guy. So, they've turned on Elon so much that people have begun protesting Tesla owners. As one of them, who later sold her car, explained, 2 weeks ago, I was called a Nazi in the parking lot at Kroger. I came home and told my husband, that's it, I'm done. Look, you should never call someone a Nazi in the parking lot at Kroger, unless they don't put their shopping cart back in the cart corral, okay? You're just gonna leave it right there in an otherwise perfect parking spot? Why don't you just invade Poland, Barb? CNN, remember them? CNN found one Tesla owner whose grubby Cybertruck has been a magnet for graffiti.
Stephen Minnick, who's owned his Cybertruck since last April, caught this on camera.
People came up and used their finger and drew male fallacies all over.
Yes. It was covered in male fallacies. Things like, people want to hear me play guitar at parties, and women love my Reservoir Dogs poster. Male fallacies. Yeah, he might have meant fallacies. He might have meant fallacies. To protect themselves, some Tesla owners are rebranding their cars, outfitting them with logos from cooler cars, like this Tesla Model 3 with an Audi A5 badge on it. This brand thing used to be something people used to do to make their crappy cars look more expensive. It's why in the early 2000s, nobody could tell that I didn't drive a Lamborghini. There's also been a huge surge in bumper stickers that say things like, I bought this before Elon went crazy. And the slightly less popular, I bought this after Elon went crazy, but in my defense, I don't really follow the news. Anybody want to go see a Diddy concert? Kanye's gonna be there. A lot of... So Elon is hurting, but Trump's got his back. The president posted this morning that the left has conspired to illegally and collusively boycott Tesla. How do you illegally boycott something? I got something. Buying things is optional. That's why when you walk into a West Elm, they don't lock the door and say, you want out? Then buy a fat candle with 3 wicks in it. Or 5 rattan balls in a wicker basket designed to give you splinters. Oh, you want to know how to clean it? You can't. $80 or I'm calling the cops. Trump personally fought the Tesla boycott today. He had them line up 5 Teslas in the White House driveway so Trump and Elon could shoot a car commercial on government property.
Wow.
Again, on this other side.
That's beautiful. This is a different panel than I've had. Everything's computer.
You're right, Mr. President. Everything is computer. Which is also the name of the Russian knockoff of The Matrix. In the end, Trump purchased a Tesla Model S, but there's a catch.
I'm going to buy one. Now, here's the bad news. I'm not allowed to drive because I haven't driven a car in a long time, and I love to drive cars. But I'm going to have it at the White House, and I'm going to let my staff use it. I'm going to let people at the place use it.
Yes. I just hope he warns the people at the place that everything is computer. Of course, all of this was to shore up Elon's fading brand, and Trump almost got the name right.
I love Tesla.
All of that. And you end it with, I love Tesla. But you know what? It's an honest mistake. He just mixed up the 2 words most associated with Elon Musk, Tesla and Hitler. While While Musk has been a great disappointment, Trump is surrounded by some qualified, experienced advisors like Health and Human Services Secretary and talking ham steak RFK Jr. RFK Jr. gave an interview to address the growing measles outbreak that started in West Texas and has so far infected over 200 people in 15 states. And he really laid on the stupid thick by linking the outbreak to poor diet. You can't get measles by eating garbage 24 hours a day. You know how I know that? I don't have measles. To be clear, the reason people get measles is because they catch it from other people who have measles. The virus is so contagious that if one person has it, up to 9 out of 10 people nearby will become infected. So really, it's not measles, it's weasels. But RFK Jr. claimed that the current outbreak has been made worse by malnutrition, saying West Texas is kind of a food desert. Maybe so, but that's not causing the measles. Those are two separate issues. Honey, I know I cheated on you, but you have to understand, West Texas is a food desert. By the way, we actually do have something. Science provides something proven to stop measles. It's a vaccine. But in his interview, RFK Jr. described vaccination as a personal choice. Yes, public health is every man for himself. That's why those signs on the highway say, "Don't drink and drive unless it's your birthday week. Go off, Queen." We got a great show for you tonight. My guests are Nathan Lane and New York Times journalist Ezra Klein. But when we come back,